E.P. Charlton, a business legend.
E.P. Charlton was born in Chester, Connecticut on June 19, 1863.
E.P. Charlton worked a variety of jobs, including being a paperboy, a store clerk, and he also drove cattle.
Some characteristics of E.P. Charlton was that he was an entrepreneur, a risk taker, trustful, honest, and he really wanted to win. He was born to James D. Charlton and Lydia Ladd. He left school early and did not graduate. He worked many jobs as a young boy to prepare for financial independence. In 1880, he migrated to Boston. Frank Woolworth perfected the idea of having a 25-cent store, which would later become an idea for Charlton, who would create 5, 10, and 15-cent stores. He expanded to the West and had stores in Canada, the Rocky Mountains, and San Francisco, even though it got destroyed by an earthquake. By 1911, he had 53 stores.
A man by the name of Simon Capstein was hired to be Charlton's chief inspector. He began working for Charlton in 1902 after he graduated. In 1908, he left to watch over the stores out west. Since they're far away, they had to communicate through letters, and in these letters, Charlton gave Capstein the 10 Commandments on how to run the business. Number 1, don't lie. It wastes my time and yours. Number 2, watch your work, not the clock. Number 3, give me more than I expect, and I'll pay you more than you expect. Number 4, you owe so much to yourself that you can't afford to owe anybody else. Number 5, dishonesty is never an accident. Number 6, mind your business, and in time you will have a business your own to mind. Number 7, don't do anything here which hurts your self-respect. Number 8, you do half as much as I demand, you'll last half as long as you hoped. Number 9, don't tell what I'd like to hear, but what I'd ought to hear. And finally, number 10, don't kick if I kick. If you're worthwhile correcting, you're worthwhile keeping. Later on, Capstein ranked up and began managing stores for Woolworth after the Great Merger. Later on, he formed 9 smaller chains of 5 and 10-cent stores in San Francisco.
At 43, Charlton can do whatever he wanted. He entered charities and other numerous services. He stayed in New England so he could continue conducting his businesses. In 1919, Woolworth died. Charlton did not want to be president. Charlton opens the Charlton Mills. 8 mills constructed from 1907 till 1911. He donated a lot of money to war efforts, presidential campaigns, home events, and the school for the deaf.
In the early 1900s, Charlton flourishes. Woolworth suffers to his competition. All these members are part of the merger. F.W. Woolworth, C.S. Woolworth, F.M. Kirby, S.H. Knox, and E.P. Charlton. The merger takes place in 1912. The power moved by Woolworth. There were a total of 596 stores. Charlton Woolworth to have the most power. The merger causes Woolworth's physical and mental health to decline. Charlton publishes Mass Selling, a Business Guide in 1929. The Art of War for Mass Selling Markets.
Charlton married Ida Mae Stein at age 26. The oldest child, Ruth, was born January 31st, 1891. The youngest child, Virginia, was born May 21st, 1895. Their first family home was on Rock Street in Fall River, Mass. They bought a mansion at Pond Meadow, and that later became their home. The middle child, Earle Perry Jr., was born August 23rd, 1893. Hold up, just quiet. Charlton's house represented his wealth. For example, he had Italian marble floors, player organs, mahogany tables, 7 bedrooms, 2 Rolls Royces, and 2 private greenhouses. In addition, Charlton had a summer home in Florida.
In 1930, Charlton finished helping Calvin Coolidge. In November 1930, Charlton died at age 67. His estate was divided amongst friends and family.
Charlton has a long-lasting legacy. After his death, many of his charities still prevail. His estate was sold and the money was used to fund the Memorial Hospital and Memorial Clinic in New Bedford, and also for the Charlton College of Business at UMass Dartmouth.